Elon Musk, a name synonymous with innovation, ambition, and for some, controversy. He's a man who has promised us electric cars, space travel, a brain-machine interface, and even a colony on Mars. But what lies beneath these grand visions? Is he truly the savior of humanity? Or is there a darker agenda hidden in plain sight? In this series, we'll dissect the life and goals of Elon Musk, explore the technologies he's pushing, and dive into the conspiracy theories surrounding him. From his meteoric rise to his ambitious and sometimes unsettling visions for the future, we'll uncover what Elon Musk is truly up to. To understand where Elon Musk is going, we need to start with where he came from. Born in Pretoria, South Africa, in 1971, Musk was a curious, introverted child. He reportedly spent hours reading science fiction novels and teaching himself how to program. At just 12 years old, he created and sold his first video game, called Blaster. A simple accomplishment for most, but for Musk, it was the first glimpse of his obsession with reshaping the future. But here's where things get interesting. Musk's childhood wasn't a straightforward story of brilliance. It was marked by isolation, bullying, and a challenging family life. Some say these early struggles ignited his drive to not only succeed, but to become indispensable. A recurring theme in his life, some argue, is his need to dominate, whether it's industries, technologies, or even entire planets. Musk's first foray into the tech world came with Zip2, a company he co-founded in 1995. It wasn't glamorous. Essentially, it was an online business directory. But it was profitable enough to sell for nearly $300 million. Musk's share, $22 million, not one to rest. Musk rolled his earnings into a new venture, X.com, an online payment platform that would eventually become PayPal. This is where his ambition began to take shape. Musk didn't just want to create useful tools, he wanted to change the way the world operated. But PayPal's story wasn't all rosy for Musk. His leadership style was polarizing, leading to his ousting as CEO. But perhaps this was a blessing in disguise. Musk took his PayPal earnings and set his sights on something even bigger, something out of this world. In 2002, Musk founded SpaceX with a bold mission to make space travel affordable and colonize Mars. At first, the idea seemed laughable. A privately funded company building rockets, competing with NASA? Yet, Musk proved the skeptics wrong. Fast forward to today, and SpaceX has revolutionized the aerospace industry. Reusable rockets, satellite deployments, and even plans for interplanetary travel. But here's where the story gets murky. Critics argue that Musk's ultimate goal isn't about saving humanity, but securing control over a new frontier, space. Think about it. Whoever dominates space dominates communication, energy, and even the planet's future. With Starlink, SpaceX's satellite internet service, Musk already controls thousands of satellites orbiting Earth. Some conspiracy theorists wonder, are we witnessing the birth of a space empire? Elon Musk's journey from a bullied child in South Africa to the billionaire founder of Tesla and SpaceX is nothing short of extraordinary. But the real question isn't where he's been, it's where he's going. In the next segment, we'll explore Musk's electric dreams with Tesla and the darker theories surrounding his push for artificial intelligence and brain-machine interfaces. What does Musk know that we don't? And could his vision for humanity lead us down a dangerous path? Stay tuned. When you hear the name Tesla, what comes to mind? Futuristic cars, clean energy, or perhaps Elon Musk's master plan to transform transportation as we know it? But here's a question not everyone is asking. Is Tesla just a car company, or is it part of something much bigger? Something that could give Musk unparalleled control over energy, mobility, and even the data that flows through our cities. Founded in 2003 by a group of engineers, Tesla aimed to prove that electric vehicles could be both powerful and desirable. Musk wasn't one of the original founders, but by 2004, he had taken over as the company's public face and primary driver of its vision. Fast forward to today, and Tesla isn't just about cars. It's about batteries, solar energy, and autonomous driving systems. The company's gigafactories churn out more than just vehicles. They produce the tools Musk needs to reshape how we think about energy. But critics have raised eyebrows. Tesla's vehicles collect enormous amounts of data, from GPS locations to driving habits. While this is intended to improve performance and develop self-driving technology, some wonder, could this data be used for something else? Here's where things get interesting. Some conspiracy theorists believe Tesla is more than just an automaker. It's a data company disguised as a car manufacturer. Think about it. Tesla's vehicles are connected to the cloud, continuously updating and communicating with Musk's servers. Some claim that Musk is quietly building one of the most advanced surveillance networks in history, all under the guise of innovation. But it doesn't stop there. Tesla's push for autonomous vehicles, cars that can drive themselves, could be a step toward a future where control of transportation is centralized. Imagine a world where the government, or even a corporation, could remotely control your car. It sounds like science fiction, but with Tesla's technology, it's becoming increasingly plausible. Tesla's ambitions go far beyond cars. With products like Powerwall and Solar Roof, Musk is spearheading a movement to make homes energy independent. He envisions a world where every household can generate its own power using renewable energy. It sounds like a noble cause, right? But here's the catch. Musk's companies are at the center of this ecosystem. Tesla's batteries store the energy. Tesla's software controls the flow of electricity. Some argue that this creates a dangerous dependency on a single corporation. What happens if one company controls both the power and the tools to use it? Could Musk become the ultimate energy gatekeeper? While Tesla is praised for its innovation, it hasn't been without controversy. The environmental cost of mining lithium for batteries, allegations of poor working conditions in Tesla factories, and concerns over autopilot-related accidents have all cast shadows on Musk's vision. And yet, Musk remains undeterred. His fans see him as a hero, someone willing to take risks and push boundaries for the greater good. But his critics see something else. A man consolidating power across multiple industries, inching closer to a world where he holds the keys to energy, transportation, and data. Tesla may have started with cars, but it's become so much more. Energy, AI, and even potential surveillance. Is Musk really trying to save the planet, or is this just step one in a much larger game? In the next segment, we'll dive into Neuralink, Musk's most controversial project yet. What is he planning with brain-machine interfaces? Could Neuralink be the key to unlocking human potential or controlling it? Stay with us. Imagine this. A tiny chip implanted in your brain. It allows you to control devices with your thoughts, enhances your memory, and even connects you to the internet, telepathically. Sounds like the plot of a sci-fi movie, right? But for Elon Musk, this is no fiction. It's Neuralink, his boldest and perhaps most controversial venture. And as always, with Musk's vision comes a flood of questions and conspiracy theories. Is this the next step in human evolution or the ultimate form of control? Neuralink, founded by Musk in 2016, aims to create a brain-machine interface. In simple terms, it's a device that connects your brain to computers. The company's initial focus is on medical applications, helping people with paralysis regain mobility, restoring vision, or treating neurological conditions like Parkinson's. It sounds noble, but the implications are staggering. Musk has openly discussed using Neuralink for cognitive enhancement, allowing humans to think faster, store more information, and even merge with artificial intelligence. Here's the kicker. Musk believes this is necessary for humanity's survival. In his eyes, AI poses an existential threat, and Neuralink is our only chance to stay competitive. But not everyone sees it that way. While Neuralink's promises are grand, its risks are equally terrifying. For one, there's the obvious concern. What happens if something goes wrong? A malfunction could lead to severe brain damage or worse. Then there's the question of hacking. If your brain is connected to a device, could someone manipulate your thoughts? Could they steal your memories or even plant new ones? It sounds dystopian, but cybersecurity experts warn that brain-machine interfaces could create vulnerabilities we've never faced before. And what about control? Neuralink raises ethical questions about free will. If corporations or governments gain access to this technology, could they use it to influence or even control populations? It's no surprise that Neuralink has sparked a wave of conspiracy theories. Some claim Musk's ultimate goal is to create a hive mind, a world where individual thought is replaced by collective intelligence. Others believe Neuralink is part of a larger agenda to monitor and control humanity. If your thoughts can be read, privacy as we know it would cease to exist. Some even suggest that Neuralink could be the foundation for a new social hierarchy, those with enhanced brains and those without. And then there's the idea that Neuralink is just another step in Musk's plan to ensure his dominance, not just in industries, but in the very fabric of human existence. For Musk, Neuralink isn't just about fixing problems, it's about shaping the future of humanity. He envisions a world where humans and AI coexist, where diseases of the mind are eradicated, and where we transcend the limits of biology. But here's the question. Should we? Is this a step toward enlightenment or a dangerous leap into the unknown? Neuralink is still in its early stages, but its potential and its risks are enormous. In the next segment, we'll move beyond the brain to Musk's other frontier, Starlink and its plan to connect the entire world. Is it a tool for global communication or something far more sinister? Stay with us. Imagine looking up at the night sky, expecting to see stars, but instead you see dozens of tiny dots slowly moving in formation. These aren't stars, they're satellites, and they're part of Elon Musk's ambitious project Starlink. Starlink promises to connect every corner of the globe to high-speed internet. No cables, no infrastructure, just satellites beaming down connectivity. It sounds like a modern miracle, but is it really that simple? As always with Musk, there's more to the story. Is Starlink a gift to humanity or a tool for domination? And in the battle for control over our skies, who really wins? Starlink is a satellite internet constellation developed by SpaceX. The idea is straightforward: launch thousands of low Earth orbit satellites that work together to provide global internet coverage. For remote areas without reliable internet access, Starlink is a game changer. It has already brought connectivity to rural villages, disaster zones, and even Ukraine during times of crisis. Musk has marketed Starlink as a tool to bridge the digital divide, a way to connect the disconnected. But let's look a little closer. Starlink isn't just about providing internet, it's about building infrastructure in space, infrastructure that Elon Musk owns. With over 4,000 satellites already in orbit and plans for tens of thousands more, Starlink is quickly becoming the largest satellite network in history. And that gives SpaceX and Musk an unprecedented level of power. Think about it. Whoever controls the satellites controls the flow of information. Starlink could bypass traditional internet providers, governments, and even censorship. On the surface, this sounds like freedom. But what happens if that power is abused? Imagine a world where a single corporation can decide what information gets through and what doesn't. Some critics warn that Starlink could become a digital monopoly, controlling not just access to the internet, but the very fabric of communication itself. Here's where things get even more complex. Starlink isn't just a civilian project. It has already been used for military purposes. During the war in Ukraine, Starlink provided internet access to soldiers on the front lines, helping them coordinate operations. Some argue that Starlink is quietly becoming part of the U.S. military's arsenal, a tool for surveillance, communication, and even potential cyber warfare. And then there's the bigger picture. As space becomes the next battleground, owning the infrastructure in orbit could mean owning the upper hand in global conflicts. Musk's dominance in space technology positions him, and by extension the U.S., as a major player in this new arena. While Starlink aims to bring progress, it's not without consequences. Astronomers have raised alarms about the impact of thousands of satellites on our ability to study the stars. The night sky, once pristine, is now cluttered with moving lights. And what happens when these satellites become obsolete? With thousands already in orbit and more on the way, some experts warn of a growing problem: space debris. A single collision could trigger a chain reaction, creating a debris field that renders parts of Earth's orbit unusable for centuries. Musk has promised to mitigate these risks, but the question remains: at what cost are we building this new infrastructure? As with all things Musk, Starlink has become the subject of wild conspiracy theories. Some claim the satellites are part of a global surveillance network capable of spying on anyone, anywhere. Others believe Starlink is laying the groundwork for a future where Musk controls not just Earth's skies, but also the digital infrastructure of space. A few even suggest that Starlink is part of a larger plan to create a fully connected hive mind, tying back to Neuralink and the merging of humanity with machines. While many of these theories are far-fetched, they all stem from a simple truth: power in space is power on Earth. Starlink is transforming the way we connect, communicate, and even wage war, but its implications go far beyond internet access. In the next segment, we'll explore Musk's vision for space colonization and how Starlink fits into his plans for Mars. Is it all part of a grand mission to save humanity, or is Musk building an empire that spans the stars? Stay tuned. Mars, the red planet. For centuries, it has captured our imagination as the most likely candidate for humanity's second home. But for Elon Musk, Mars isn't just a dream, it's a necessity. Through SpaceX, Musk has made it clear Earth is fragile. Climate change, overpopulation, or even a catastrophic asteroid impact could one day make our planet uninhabitable. Musk believes the survival of humanity depends on becoming a multiplanetary species, and for him, the first step is colonizing Mars. But how realistic is this vision? And is Musk's ambition to save humanity or to leave it behind? Musk's plan for Mars is bold, detailed, and for many, almost unbelievable. It starts with the Starship rocket, SpaceX's fully reusable spacecraft capable of carrying cargo and humans to the Martian surface. Musk envisions building a fleet of these ships, capable of transporting thousands of people to Mars. The first missions will focus on establishing basic infrastructure, landing pads, habitats, and systems to generate water, oxygen, and fuel from the planet's resources. Musk often speaks of using Mars's carbon dioxide-rich atmosphere and water ice to create methane fuel, turning the planet into a self-sustaining colony. His ultimate goal: a city of 1 million people living on Mars within the next century. But let's not forget, Mars is a hostile place. The average temperature is 60 degrees Celsius. Its atmosphere is thin and toxic, and there's no liquid water on the surface. Radiation from the sun and cosmic rays poses a serious threat to human health. Musk's solution? Underground habitats or domes covered in Martian soil for protection. He's even floated the idea of terraforming, changing the planet's environment to make it more Earth-like. One of his more controversial suggestions? nuking the polar ice caps to release carbon dioxide and thicken the atmosphere. It sounds like science fiction, and critics argue it might always remain that way. Terraforming would take centuries, if not millennia, and even then Mars might never truly be habitable. Here's a question few people ask. If Mars colonization becomes possible, who gets to go? Musk often frames his vision as a backup plan for humanity, but the reality is that not everyone will have a ticket to the red planet. Some critics argue that Mars colonization could create a new form of inequality, a division between those who can afford to leave Earth and those who are left behind. And what about the ethics of colonizing another planet? Mars might be barren, but does that give us the right to reshape it entirely? Are we repeating the mistakes of Earth, exporting our problems to another world? As always with Elon Musk, there are conspiracy theories aplenty. Some suggest Mars isn't just a backup plan for humanity. It's a private utopia for the elite, a place where the wealthy can escape Earth's problems, leaving the rest of us behind. Others go even further, speculating that Mars colonization could pave the way for experiments in governance, technology, and even human biology. What kind of society would Musk create on Mars? Would it be a democratic haven or a corporate dystopia? And then there's the wildest theory of all, that Musk's obsession with Mars isn't about humanity's future at all. It's about something hidden on the planet. Ancient alien technology, perhaps? Or resources so valuable they could change the course of history. For Musk, Mars represents hope, a chance to start over, to build a civilization that learns from Earth's mistakes. But it also raises profound questions about our responsibilities as a species. Should we focus on fixing the problems here on Earth, or is it time to look to the stars? Musk insists we can do both. But as his vision for Mars becomes more ambitious, some worry that it's more about escaping Earth than saving it. Mars is just the beginning. Musk has spoken about expanding beyond the red planet, colonizing other moons and planets, and even venturing to the outer reaches of the solar system. But what's the end game? Is Musk building a future for humanity or an empire for himself? In the next segment, we'll explore his experiments with artificial intelligence and how they tie into his plans for a multiplanetary future. Could AI be the ultimate key to colonizing space or the greatest threat to Musk's vision? Stay tuned. Artificial intelligence, perhaps the most transformative technology of our time. It's in our phones, powering our searches, driving our cars, and maybe even writing scripts like this one. But for Elon Musk, AI is more than a tool. It's a double-edged sword, capable of saving humanity or destroying it entirely. Musk has called AI our biggest existential threat, and yet has invested heavily in its development. Through companies like OpenAI and Tesla, he's shaping the future of AI. But what is his ultimate goal? Is Musk truly trying to protect us, or is he quietly building an AI-driven empire? In 2014, Musk famously said, "With artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon." He warned that without proper oversight, AI could spiral out of control, leading to unintended consequences, machines that surpass human intelligence and operate beyond our understanding or control. And Musk isn't alone in his fears. Experts like Stephen Hawking and Bill Gates have echoed similar concerns. But here's the paradox. While Musk warns of AI's dangers, he's also actively building it. Tesla's self-driving systems and OpenAI's breakthroughs in language models are just a few examples. So, why the contradiction? Musk argues that the only way to ensure AI's safety is to be at the forefront of its development. If humanity is heading toward a future dominated by artificial intelligence, Musk wants to make sure he's steering the wheel. In 2015, Musk co-founded OpenAI with the goal of creating safe and beneficial artificial intelligence. OpenAI was established as a non-profit, committed to transparency and ensuring that AI advancements benefit all of humanity. At least, that was the original mission. In 2019, OpenAI transitioned to a for-profit model, a move that sparked criticism and raised questions about its true motives. Musk had stepped away from the organization by then, citing disagreements about its direction. But some argue that OpenAI's shift mirrors a larger trend, the commercialization of AI. Could OpenAI's technologies, developed in the name of safety, end up being used for control or surveillance? Tesla isn't just a car company, it's an AI powerhouse. The company's self-driving technology relies on some of the most advanced machine learning systems in the world. With billions of miles of driving data collected from Tesla vehicles, Musk is building an AI network capable of making split-second decisions on the road. But here's where things get interesting. Musk's vision for Tesla goes beyond cars. He's hinted at a future where Tesla's AI systems could be applied to robots, logistics, and even city planning. In 2021, Musk unveiled Tesla Bot, a humanoid robot designed to perform repetitive tasks. It's an ambitious idea, but it raises a crucial question. Where does automation end and control begin? As with all things Musk, AI is surrounded by conspiracy theories. Some believe Musk's warnings about AI are a smokescreen, that he's using fear to position himself as the hero while quietly consolidating power over the technology. Others suggest that Tesla's AI systems are collecting more than just driving data. Could these systems be used to monitor human behavior, track movements, or even predict actions? And then there's the wildest theory, that Musk is building an AI to assist in colonizing Mars, a system capable of running an entire Martian society without human oversight. While there's no evidence to support this, it's not hard to imagine AI playing a central role in Musk's interplanetary plans. For Musk, artificial intelligence represents both a challenge and an opportunity. He believes that if we can harness AI responsibly, it could solve some of humanity's greatest problems, from climate change to disease. But the risks are equally profound. If AI is developed without proper oversight, it could lead to a future where machines make decisions for us, or worse, about us. Musk's efforts to guide AI's development may be noble, but they also raise questions about who gets to shape this powerful technology and why. As Musk continues to push the boundaries of artificial intelligence, one thing is clear: AI will play a central role in his vision for the future. But how will it integrate with his other projects like Starlink and Mars colonization? Could AI become the key to unlocking the final frontier or the ultimate threat to humanity's survival? In the next segment, we'll dive into Musk's experiments with the Boring Company and Hyperloop. Are these projects about solving real-world problems or building a global network of control? Stay tuned. Beneath the surface of Elon Musk's grand ambitions lies another project. Quite literally. It's the Boring Company, a venture dedicated to solving one of the most frustrating problems of modern life: traffic. But as with all Musk endeavors, there's more to the story than meets the eye. Is the Boring Company simply about digging tunnels to ease congestion, or is it part of a larger, more calculated vision? And how does Hyperloop, Musk's high-speed transportation concept, fit into this subterranean narrative? The Boring Company started as a joke, or at least that's what Musk claimed. In 2016, frustrated by Los Angeles traffic, he tweeted, "I'm going to build a tunnel boring machine and just start digging." What seemed like an offhand remark quickly turned into a reality. The company's mission? To create underground tunnels that bypass traditional roadways, offering faster and more efficient travel. Musk's vision involves a network of tunnels where electric vehicles, such as Teslas, travel at high speeds on sled-like platforms. But here's where things get interesting. The Boring Company isn't just digging for the sake of convenience. It's building infrastructure. And as we've seen with Musk's other projects, infrastructure often comes with data, control, and influence. Around the same time Musk founded the Boring Company, he introduced another groundbreaking idea, the Hyperloop. Picture this, a high-speed transportation system where pods travel through vacuum-sealed tubes at speeds of over 1,000 kilometers per hour. Musk described Hyperloop as the fifth mode of transportation, faster than airplanes, cheaper than trains, and more sustainable than cars. While Musk handed off development of Hyperloop to other companies, it's clear that the concept aligns with his broader goals. Imagine a world where Hyperloop systems connect cities and countries, drastically reducing travel time. But who controls these systems? And what happens if they're used not just for transportation, but for surveillance or control? As futuristic as the Boring Company and Hyperloop sound, they're not without challenges. For one, digging tunnels is expensive and time-consuming. Critics have questioned whether Musk's vision for extensive underground networks is financially viable. Then there's the environmental impact. While Musk argues that tunnels are a more sustainable solution to congestion, skeptics worry about the disruption caused by large-scale drilling projects. And Hyperloop. While the concept is exciting, building vacuum-sealed tubes capable of withstanding high-speed travel presents enormous technical and safety hurdles. Despite these challenges, Musk's companies continue to push forward, undeterred. As with many Musk projects, the Boring Company has become a magnet for conspiracy theories. Some suggest the tunnels are more than just transportation routes. They're the beginnings of underground cities, designed to shelter the elite in case of a global catastrophe. Others speculate that these tunnels could be used for covert operations, surveillance networks, or even storage for Musk's growing empire of technologies. And then there's Hyperloop. Some conspiracy theorists argue that the system could be used to control global movement, limiting who can travel and when. While these theories may sound far-fetched, they reflect a deeper unease about one man having so much influence over our infrastructure. For Musk, tunnels and high-speed pods represent the next frontier of mobility. He envisions a future where cities are connected not just by roads and rails, but by networks beneath our feet. But as we've seen, with innovation comes control. Who owns the tunnels? Who sets the rules for access? And who decides how these systems are used? The Boring Company and Hyperloop might seem like practical solutions to modern problems, but they're also pieces of a larger puzzle. As Musk continues to build his empire, one thing is clear. Transportation, energy, and data are all converging into a single, interconnected system. In the next segment, we'll explore how all of Musk's projects, SpaceX, Neuralink, Starlink, and Tesla, might fit together into a single, global network. Is this the ultimate vision of a unified future, or a system of control that spans the Earth and beyond? Stay tuned. What if I told you that all of Elon Musk's projects, Tesla, SpaceX, Starlink, Neuralink, the Boring Company, and even Hyperloop, are connected? On the surface, they may seem like separate ventures, each solving different problems. But when you look closer, a pattern emerges. These technologies aren't just reshaping industries, they're laying the foundation for a unified system of global control. Energy, transportation, communication, even our minds, all tied together by Musk's vision. The question is this vision one of salvation or domination? Let's start with Tesla. At its core, Tesla isn't just a car company, it's a technology company. Its electric vehicles are powered by advanced batteries, its self-driving systems rely on AI, and its solar products generate renewable energy. Now consider SpaceX and Starlink. SpaceX launches the satellites that form Starlink's global internet network. This same infrastructure could be used to connect Tesla's vehicles, creating a seamless system of transportation, communication, and data exchange. Then there's Neuralink. Imagine a future where humans connected to Neuralink's brain-machine interface could control Tesla vehicles or interact directly with Starlink's network. Suddenly, every aspect of our lives, mobility, connectivity, even thought, becomes part of an integrated system. Some have speculated that Musk's ultimate goal is to create a kind of global operating system, a seamless integration of energy, transportation, communication, and AI. Think of it as a digital ecosystem that spans Earth, powered by Tesla batteries, connected by Starlink satellites, and managed by AI systems developed at Neuralink and Tesla. It sounds futuristic, but the pieces are already falling into place. Tesla's cars collect enormous amounts of driving data. Starlink could provide real-time communication between those vehicles. Neuralink could allow humans to interact directly with this system, and the Boring Company could build the physical infrastructure to support it all. If successful, this system could revolutionize life on Earth. Imagine a world where renewable energy powers every home, autonomous vehicles eliminate traffic, and global internet access becomes a human right. Neuralink could even cure neurological diseases, allowing people to regain lost functions or enhance their abilities. But with such power comes risk. Who controls this network, and what happens if it falls into the wrong hands? Critics worry that centralizing so much power in one system and one man creates a dangerous imbalance. A single point of failure could disrupt energy grids, transportation networks, or even personal freedoms. As with all things Musk, conspiracy theories abound. Some suggest he's building a global empire, a system so interconnected that it could control every aspect of our lives. Others believe Musk's ultimate goal isn't just global dominance, but interplanetary control. By combining Earth's infrastructure with his Mars colonization plans, Musk could create a system that spans worlds, a digital empire stretching from Earth to the stars. And then there's the wildest theory of all, that Musk himself is a front for a much larger agenda. Some claim he's preparing humanity for a future where AI, not humans, calls the shots. Neuralink, Tesla, and Starlink, just tools to facilitate this transition. For Elon Musk, integration is the key to solving humanity's biggest challenges. But integration can also lead to centralization, and centralization can lead to control. Are we heading toward a future where Musk's technologies unite us, creating a more connected and equitable world? Or are we inching closer to a system where a single entity or individual holds the power to shape our lives? Elon Musk's vision for the future is ambitious, daring, and undeniably transformative. But as we've seen, it's also fraught with questions and risks. In the final segment, we'll take a step back and examine Musk's legacy. What will he leave behind? A world of progress and innovation, or one dominated by the systems he created? Stay tuned. Elon Musk is a name that will be remembered for generations. To some, he's a modern-day Edison or Tesla, a visionary genius who dared to dream bigger than anyone else. To others, he's a symbol of unchecked ambition, a man whose influence raises as many questions as it answers. But what will Musk's legacy truly be? A world saved by his innovations, or a future shaped and perhaps controlled by his sprawling empire? In this final chapter, we take a step back to evaluate Musk's journey, his impact, and the mysteries that will likely endure long after his time. Let's start with what's undeniable. Musk has reshaped industries in ways few could have imagined. Tesla revolutionized the automotive world, proving that electric vehicles could be fast, desirable, and sustainable. SpaceX transformed space exploration, making reusable rockets a reality and reigniting humanity's dreams of reaching the stars. Starlink has brought internet to remote corners of the globe. Neuralink has opened doors to medical breakthroughs, and the Boring Company has reimagined how we move through cities. Musk's contributions to technology, energy, and transportation are nothing short of extraordinary. But with great innovation comes great responsibility. Musk's journey hasn't been without conflict. His leadership style has been described as relentless, even ruthless. Critics have accused him of overworking employees, under-delivering on promises, and using his influence to sway public opinion and markets. Then there are the ethical dilemmas. Should one man wield so much power over critical industries like energy, transportation, and space? And what about the data his companies collect? From Tesla's cars to Starlink's satellites, Musk's empire gathers enormous amounts of information. While some see Musk as a hero, others fear he represents a dangerous concentration of power in an age where technology shapes every aspect of our lives. As we've explored throughout this series, Musk's life and work are shrouded in mystery. Conspiracy theories about his true motives range from the plausible to the outlandish. Is he preparing humanity for a brighter future or quietly building systems of control? Some believe his projects are stepping stones to a new kind of empire, one that spans Earth and Mars, united by technology but governed by corporations. Others suggest Musk's focus on AI and Neuralink hints at a transhumanist agenda, where the line between man and machine disappears. Whether you believe these theories or not, they highlight a deeper truth. Musk's influence extends far beyond what we can see. Perhaps the most powerful part of Musk's legacy isn't his technology, it's the emotions he inspires. For his supporters, Musk is a symbol of hope, a man who refuses to accept limits and pushes humanity toward a brighter future. For his critics, he's a warning, a reminder of what happens when power and ambition go unchecked. And for everyone else, he's a source of endless fascination, a figure who challenges us to think about what's possible and what's ethical in a rapidly changing world. So, what is Elon Musk's legacy? It's not a question we can fully answer yet. Musk himself has said that his work is about ensuring the survival of humanity. But whether his efforts lead to salvation or domination depends on how these technologies are used and who controls them. Hero, visionary, or tyrant? Perhaps the answer lies somewhere in between. What we do know is this: Musk's work has already changed the world, and for better or worse, his legacy will shape the future of humanity. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the life, work, and mysteries of Elon Musk. Whether you see him as a savior, a disruptor, or something else entirely, one thing is certain: he has challenged us to rethink what's possible. If you enjoyed this series, be sure to subscribe and share it with others. And let me leave you with this thought: the future is being built today. The question is, how will you be part of it? Stay curious, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next episode.